Good evening, guys. So I'm back with another video, and this is my PCOS story video, which has been highly requested. Hang on, let me just put some lip oil on before we get started, because I've got musty, crusty, dusty lips. That's because of the weather change. This one is actually Poke Me Pumpkin. Love that. This is my PCOS story. I actually posted a video on my TikTok. If you don't follow my TikTok, make sure you go and follow. It's Olivia Newton XX. And I posted a video just asking people if they wanted to ask any questions or anything like that. So let me just get the video up. One of the most requested questions is, what is PCOS and how do you get it / how is it caused? So PCOS is, to put it in simple terms, it is where, so obviously women have ovaries, and PCOS is where you've got cysts on your ovaries. Everybody's symptoms are different, but it mainly causes I was going to say infertility, but it's not infertility, because I know many people that have actually caught pregnant on PCOS, with PCOS, sorry. But it does make it a lot harder to get pregnant, for instance, myself. So yeah, you have cysts on your ovaries, and I'm not actually 100% sure why it's caused. I think maybe... I don't actually know. I think I need to research myself, because I'm not sure if you're born with it or they can just develop. I think they can just develop, because you can, say for instance, have one and then it's developed into 3. It also interferes with your periods. So my periods have never been regular. So I think pretty much everybody's the same. I don't think anybody with PCOS has regular periods. Correct me if I'm wrong. Nobody that I know that has PCOS has had regular periods. Maybe it is a thing. Maybe I should have researched before doing this video. So the cysts on your ovaries actually cause pain. So it is very, very hard to live with. I think some people think that it's so much easier than it is, but it's not. You get painful periods, you can get heavy periods, you get pains, very, very, very bad period pains. Yeah, so that moves us on to the next question. So what is the symptoms of PCOS? And like I said, everybody's symptoms are different, but I will talk you through mine. So if you are thinking you've got PCOS or you're suspecting it, then you can kind of compare with mine. So I started out with, as you can see, I get quite a few spots on my chin. I don't usually get them anywhere else unless it's bad weather outside or I've used a different skincare product. The weather's just changed outside, so I have got a couple on my head, but not bad ones. But I only really get sore ones around my chin area. That is hormonal, and that is because of my PCOS. Also my periods. So I didn't actually have my first period until I think I was in halfway through year 11 in school, so I would have been 15, 16 when I had my first period. I remember it. It was very, very, very heavy. That was probably the heaviest period I have had up to yet. I'm 23 now, so I would have been 15, 16 then. So I had one period, and I was never regular. I never got a period the month after. So my periods are every I want to say for every 4 to 5 months, but not dot on. So sometimes I could have a period, say in June, then I could have a period in, say, November, and then it could be February. It's just different. Sometimes I do get a period, say in June, and then July, and then I won't get one for about 6 months. It's just different. I do get spotting quite a lot as well. Also, another symptom that I found I had was on my chin area, and sometimes down here, not often but sometimes, I'll get the odd black hair that I have to pull out. And I know that is a symptom of PCOS, so I kind of suspected it from that as well. And then I had unexpected weight gain. I didn't change my diet, I didn't change anything. I had unexpected weight gain, and then I was struggling to kind of like lose it. So I'm at a point now where I do want to lose it, but when you've got PCOS, it's so much harder to lose the weight. I'm not sure what the reason for that is, but yeah, I do know that is a symptom. So somebody called Tanya has asked, how did you find out you had it? Thank you for talking about it. You're helping so many people. That is what I want to say as well. Like, everybody's giving me such nice comments for speaking up about it. I don't think very many people do speak up about it, but I really want to speak up about it because I know how much I struggled and how much I still am struggling. So having them influencers, I'm doing that because I don't really call myself an influencer. I'm just here. I'm here to help. Having them influencers that speak up about these things, and you guys can sit at home and watch the videos and you can relate and you can take tips and advice. Like, that is what I wanted that I never had, sort of thing. So I'm that person where I want to help you guys. So yeah, like I said, I did suspect that I had it. I was Googling, I was seeing all the symptoms, and I was just like, yeah, I feel like I've definitely got PCOS. So I went to the doctors and I basically told them, like, I'm not getting regular periods. This was when I want to say I was 19. Yeah, I want to say I was 19 when I first went to the doctors about it. I just basically told them I'm not getting regular periods. I've got this, and this symptoms, which I've just told you guys. I feel like I've got PCOS. So they did my bloods. Then I got my bloods back a couple of days later and they was like, no, your bloods are fine. Like, everything's normal. Your hormone balances are normal. And I went home. I kind of like forgot about it for a bit. And then I realised, I was like, how can it be normal? How can my bloods and my hormones be normal when I'm a 19-year-old girl not getting regular periods? Like, it just didn't add up. So I went back to the doctors and I said, look, there's something not right. You need to do more tests, basically. They did more bloods. Again, they said everything was normal, told me to go home and keep an eye on it. So I did. And then I want to say, how old was that when I had been? I think I left it for like a year or so, maybe 2. I'm 23 now. I went back and they told me the same thing. So I got fed up with it and I kind of like give up. And then recently I had a couple of internal scans. So it's a transvaginal scan where they do an ultrasound, an inside ultrasound, and they do it on your ovaries. I had 2, so I had one on my ovaries and one on my pelvis, I want to say. This was a few months ago, I think. We're in November now. I think it was like September, October time. They took my bloods again. They asked me a bit more about my cycle, so I told them about my cycle. And then we had a couple of scans, internal scans. I had one, and the woman, she did my scan, and then straight away she said, no, you've not got PCOS. Like, you've not got any cysts on your ovaries. So I was a bit like, so what on earth is wrong with me? So I went home, and then I got another letter through the post saying I needed to go for another scan. This was about a month later, so this would have been like October time. October just gone, so like 2 months ago. Saying I needed to go to another scan. So I went to the scan and I said, I've just had a scan, and she told me that I've not got any cysts on my ovaries. And the woman was a bit like confused, and she was a bit like, what? It was as if she already knew. So then she just said to me, oh yeah, sometimes like they ask you for another scan because they want to like double check if there's anything the first person has missed off or anything like that. So I was like, okay, cool. So we had another scan. Then I got the results a few days later, and yeah, I have got PCOS. So my left ovary is fine, nothing wrong. My right ovary is double in size and it's got cysts on it. So it's the right side of my ovaries that aren't working, and because I've got these cysts on my right ovaries, that's why I'm not getting regular periods. So that's why I'm getting periods, but not regular. So, this will move us on to the next bit where I can tell you the plan forward. So, oh yeah, I've also got clotting factors. So I've just recently had my bloods done 3 days ago. And they're gonna put me on blood thinner injections. But the fertility side of things, so we have been trying for a baby for a couple of years now. We sadly have had 4 miscarriages. However, at least we know I can get pregnant, so we are under fertility at the minute. We're just waiting for Jack's sample results to be received. We took them on Friday. It's now Sunday, so we're just waiting to receive the results from Jack. If Jack's completely fine, then we can start with the fertility treatment. So yeah, my doctor he's not told me what tablets it is yet though, because I've not been for my second appointment with him, but he's told me he's got some tablets that, well, there's two separate medications. So one of them is to regulate my periods and the other one is to regulate my ovulation, so it'll make it a lot easier for us to try for a baby. So fingers crossed 2024 is the year. But yeah, hopefully everything's fine with Jack's side of things, which it should be, but you know, you've just got to check them precautions. So this one's kind of like backtracking myself a little bit, but I just missed the question. So the question is, did you have a feeling you had it before you got diagnosed? And the answer is yes. Like, from what I told you with my symptoms, I just knew. I literally just knew. And so many people said it to me when I was describing my symptoms to them. So many people said it to me like, are you sure you've not got PCOS? And I was like, I think I have, but the doctors are like saying I've not. But yeah, anyway, we have got to the bottom of the diagnosis now, which is absolutely amazing. Next question, can PCOS cause excessive hair growth? Which, yes, it can. So it's nothing to be embarrassed about. It's nothing to be ashamed about. Like, hair growth is absolutely normal. If you're a human being, you're going to get hair growth. Yeah, it can cause your hair growth to be quite dark, quite thick. You can get it in lots more places, and it grows back a lot quicker. And like I said, you can get a couple like on your chin. Not excessive. Mine's not excessive, but yeah, it does cause that. So this question is from Amy, and I really like this question because it can help me, what's the word, like, explain PCOS quite a bit more, in more depth. But the question is, what has been the biggest thing to get in the way of your PCOS? Love you, by the way. Love you too. So the biggest thing for me is the infertility side of things. Obviously, just because we are trying for a baby, it gets me down. It's hard. It's very hard to deal with, because when this is going to be very, don't know what the word is, but like when you see all your friends or people that you know are having babies, and as horrible as it sounds, even though you are so happy for their pregnancy announcement, there is a little bit inside you deep down where you think, oh, why can't that be me, sort of thing. And I'm very like that, but obviously I am very, very happy for people having babies and stuff, and I know it will happen one day, fingers crossed. But a lot of the time I just sit there and think like, why me? Like, why am I struggling? Like, I just sit there and question it, and I'll never get answers. Obviously I will get answers because I've got PCOS, but I just mean like, I sit there and question, is it ever going to happen? Like, how long, if it does happen, when is it going to be? And yeah, that's the hardest thing. Like I said, I do know a lot of people that have caught pregnant with PCOS, and that is absolutely amazing, and it gives all us other girls hope. If you are trying for a baby and you've got PCOS, it gives us hope, because it's not impossible. It's absolutely not impossible. But I will document my journey just so you guys can relate. And hopefully it helps some of you guys too. So yeah, that's been the biggest kind of like struggle for me. I've got hair on my lip or something. What is it? But hopefully now we're getting prescribed these tablets. Hopefully something... Got it. Hopefully it'll work, and hopefully it'll make things a lot easier. What tablets or supplements do you recommend taking? So, not the September just gone, the September before, I got my first ever positive pregnancy test. That feeling was amazing. Like, it was literally the best feeling in the world. I had a couple of miscarriages before that, but I never knew I was pregnant, and it was very, very early on. So yeah, not last September, the September before, we got a positive pregnancy test. We actually went for our first scan. Everything was fine, and then unfortunately we did miscarry a few weeks later. But I was taking these new supplements, so I'd seen a few things on TikTok, and they were from Amazon. I will put a picture on the screen for you guys, because I don't think I actually have any left. I'm not taking them at the minute because I'm waiting for my actual prescribed tablets. But I truly believe, deep down, these tablets were the reason that I caught pregnant, because I haven't caught pregnant since that, and I haven't been taking any form of medication, tablets, anything since that. So I do truly believe that they really did help me. I think there was about, I want to say about £15 to £20 off Amazon. So yeah, I definitely recommend trying them. It's actually what's the word? Inositol. Yeah, it's that, but I really do truly believe that's what caught us pregnant. So yeah, we'll put them on the screen. Also, at the minute on TikTok, it's going round that maca root is meant to be really good. So I did order some, and I only took them for a couple of days, and then we found out we was going to be getting fertility treatment, so I stopped. So I couldn't give you any sort of review on that, but I have heard that a lot of people struggling have caught pregnant on maca root as well, and that is also off Amazon. I'll put a picture of that on the screen too. Somebody has asked, well, they said, can I ask if it's genetic, because my mum has it and I'm not sure if it can get passed down. So for me, it's not been genetic, because nobody in my family has actually got PCOS. I'm the only woman in the family that's got it. But I feel like it can be genetic sometimes. I mean, if your mum's got it, then I think there's a possibility that you could have it as well. That is not always the case. Don't take my word for it, because I'm not 100% sure. I'm just going off what I've read online. Yeah, but in my case, it's not genetic for me. Like I said, I'm the only one in my family that's got it. Then the rest of the comments are basically the same. The same questions but different wording. There is a few comments saying, I have PCOS and I'm really struggling. I just want to say, I'm struggling too, but sometimes you have to think of the positive and not the negative. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel, and if anybody wants to talk or ask questions or even ask for a bit of advice, then you know where I am. You can message me on Instagram, and I am so open about my problems in life. Like, a lot of influencers only show the good. I'm not like that. I'm just humble. I'm just me. I'm just trying to make everybody happy. I'm trying to help everybody. So, yeah, I just want to say, if you have got PCOS, it's not a bad thing. It's not. It shows that we are strong. It shows that we are independent. And it shows that whatever life throws at us, we're going to get through it. So, yeah. But anyway, I hope this video has helped quite a lot of girls, because that's what I'm hoping it's going to do. Like I said, if you do want to chat about anything, and if you're feeling down or upset, then you can always message me and I will get back to you as soon as possible. I'm a bit of a rubbish replier, but I will get back to you at some point. But yeah, if you have made it to the end of this video, I love you millions, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. And if you've not already, please go and subscribe, press that little bell so that you get your post notifications on, so you know when I'm uploading a next video. Love you. Bye.